Hi there, I'm Kathleen Nightingale of KathleenNightingale.com, and I'm back for another narc-free fireside chat. And today I want to get into the lying aspect and why this lying can be extremely heartbreaking to those on the receiving end. So, in this situation, I'm referring to specifically a relationship with a narcissist. Now, some people have narcissistic parents or, other people in their lives. But in this case, let's say in the case of somebody that you're married to or, you've been living with or whatever, and, this is the person in your life that you feel like, okay, this is like the closest person in my life. There's intimacy and, we're best friends or whatever. And there can be so many different layers to being in this relationship and what it means to us. The deep emotional connection, the trust, the friendship, the everything that we have that's involved in this, and just so many layers. And there may come a time in the relationship that you discover a lie, but a lot of times we're wearing rose-colored glasses, right? We're wearing those rose-colored glasses because maybe we see somebody, this person that we're with, maybe someone who seems to have credibility, who seem to be honest, who seem to have their stuff together, and maybe are even surrounded by friends who are, also seem to have credibility. And you have this trust in this person, and now they're in your life in a very intimate way, whether you're married to them or you're living with them. And there you are in a really heavy-duty relationship. And as time goes on, as things begin to unravel, and you may discover that you have to take off the rose-colored glasses because now there's lies. And the lies can be involved in a number of things. It could be around, infidelity, cheating. It can be around childhood stories about, here's, I came from an affluent childhood. Oops, no, I didn't. Sorry, that was a lie. And, they could lie theoretically about even having certain education that maybe they don't have so they can get certain jobs or do certain work that maybe they're not really supposed to be doing. So the narcissist can have so many different ways in which they lie, and they're so good at it. That it's part of this whole manipulation in their personality to cover up that huge insecurity that's inside of them. Unfortunately, a lot of times we don't realize it until it's too late. We discover this tangled web of lies that have been going on that even people that have known the individual for many years maybe not even be aware of. Close friends, family members, they're not even realizing this person's been telling lies so that they can somehow better themselves or be in a relationship with somebody that they think they need to lie to in order to be in a relationship with. Now, if you have been, subjected to this narcissistic abuse, which is what it really is when they're lying and there's deceit and infidelity or whatever is going on, it really erodes your trust. It does a number on your emotions, of course. When you love this person, you trusted them and you totally let them into your life, and now you realize that they're not even the person you thought they were. It's like, what the heck happened? They said they were this and they were educated in that, or they did whatever, and now none of it's true. And what they said about previous relationships maybe was totally untrue as well, because they didn't want you to know certain things. And so it erodes your trust in yourself and your own judgment. It's like, how did I miss these things? Why didn't I see this? And you can erode your trust in others as well. I mean, it's hard to move on to other relationships and have, the trust in people that maybe you once did. Because now you're thinking, is what they're saying true? Are they lying? And it can take a lot longer to build the trust that you need, and you're much more guarded. So it really does a psychological and emotional number on the person who has experienced all of this pathological lying that's been going on oftentimes for years. And if it's happened to you and you've been in a relationship for many years, don't feel bad, because a lot of times narcissists like to pick intelligent people that because it boosts their ego, right? I'm with this smart person, and look at me. And the smart person, though, has got the wool pulled over their eyes, and they don't realize that they're being lied to, often on many levels. And again, this person is a master, or perhaps a mistress, at telling all these lies and leading you to believe one thing when the truth is something else. It's very painful in the end, when a lot of times hindsight is 20/20, and things can begin to surface. Other people that knew the narcissist say, yeah, I've been there too. I've learned some things too. Maybe I didn't want to tell you about it. And a lot of times when we're in the love bombing stage, of course, in the beginning, we don't want to see these things, or we can't see these things, because our whole perception is just totally clouded by this love bombing. And, you want to believe that this person who's making you feel so incredibly awesome is totally being truthful and honest. And again, it doesn't matter who it is. It could be somebody who's well educated. It could be somebody who has, in a particular profession, that you would think there's got to be some honesty here. There's got to be some code of ethics, but maybe they don't have ethics, and they hide it well, and others can't see it because they're so good at manipulating the mask that they're wearing. They're wearing this mask of being this awesome person that's maybe helping people in the world and doing great things. And it really pulls the wool over everyone's eyes. And you're welcome to Daisy and everyone out there watching, just sharing the things that I've learned. And again, the lying, if you've been caught up in it, if you couldn't see it, don't feel bad, because, as I say, the narc likes to pick smart people. It makes them feel good, and they're very good at pulling the wool over their eyes. And the charm and the charisma, when you throw it together, of the narcissist who loves to be the show person and, put on this entertaining exterior, it's easy to not see it. So take a deep breath, and when you each day go, holy crap, there's another lie deceiving, realize that, it just is the way it is, and it's part of the process, and you are not alone. And speaking of not being alone, I invite you to join Wise and Free on Facebook. It's at Wise and Free. And we're there for support. And we've been there, right? So lying is part of the game, part of the manipulation. And a lot of times a narcissist can also be a very smart, cunning sort of person who is just blows us all away when we look back and we can see it all so much more clearly, and we're just head in hands going, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't see that Mack truck coming. So anyway, that's my message for today. Lying unfortunately affects the trust that we have in ourselves and the trust in others. It's just something we have to build up again. I also have a Take Your Power Back challenge, and I'm going to post that in the comments. Sign up on the link and join us to help disconnect from the narcissist, reconnect with yourself, and trust yourself again after all the crazy lies and manipulation and being the con artist that they truly are, no matter what the mask is that they're wearing of what they do work-wise, profession-wise, or who they pretend to be. So again, thanks for tuning in. Join us in the group and join me for the challenge. It's starting on Monday, so I'll be posting that link here. And thank you all for watching. I'll see you again soon.